Qatar Open champion Novak Djokovic speaking after defeating Andy Murray in the final in Doha. I mean, Austin, you talked about the rivalry.
That's right.
These guys have actually met 36 times now. Incredible. Novak Djokovic leads head-to-head 25-11. So it tells you we're in for splendid, a very competitive tour this year, and it's likely going to be between Andy Murray and Novak Djokovic all the way.
Wow, these guys
that's my
and these guys still have a
opinion.
lot of tennis to give to us. We need two more guys, two more.
Yeah, we can't just be talking about these two guys.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
just two more guys.
Ken Nishikori, for instance, is one of the guys. I felt if not that time, he took off time, that lengthy, medical treatment.
Surely that
affected I think
him.
that also may have affected his game,
think
because the way he took
also.
out Stan Wawrinka and all that. So it tells you that Ken Nishikori is one player that everyone is expecting to literally break in. I won't say Grigor Dimitrov because of his inconsistency, especially what happened 2 years ago. We felt, okay, this guy got number 8 right now. He might break into the top 4, but he just couldn't. But somehow his inconsistency, he was ranked 40th in the world, and towards the end of last season, he was able to win some games, back to 17th and all. But if you look at Ken Nishikori, his consistency, getting to the semi-finals, the finals of major events and all that, it tells you that somehow he will just be one of the guys you should be looking at.
That was why I started liking him, and I said, this is the promise. There's just something about the region where you play tennis, where you're from.
Does it really matter?
Yeah, somehow, somehow.
I don't think so.
No, I don't want to get into...
Should I mention Serbia? Where's Djokovic from?
But...
how many top tennis players are we seeing from Serbia? How many have we had?
You get what I'm saying?
You're looking at because it's
instead of
it really doesn't matter.
Get expectant and throw one Martin Del Potro into that mix.
Okay.
I'm not starting.
No. I think his injury, the wrist injury and all that.
That's what happened to all of them. We were expecting from Ken Nishikori. Injury put him up. Dimitrov.
There's one guy that we're forgetting though. Stan Wawrinka. There's no way. I mean, we're going to talk about majors this year without talking about Stan.
No, we're talking about the young guys. We're talking about younger players now that want to
If you win, you win. Federer was winning. Nobody was checking his age.
Yeah.
So when you look at that and you look at the fact that, like, in this tournament,
we're talking about the guys that can push these two guys. The guys that will give Andy Murray.
He's not just
money.
He mentioned younger players. That's what he said. He said younger players that can actually come. So I'm looking at those with 25, 26, 27.
Yeah, what of age?
I'm not looking at those that are 30 because
what
sometimes
has age got to do with
this? When Stan starts winning, we'll forget that he's
Stan has been winning. He has won 2 Grand Slams.
Exactly. So he has to be a part of the mix.
Usually, after when he won, after he won the Australian Open, the other time, we discovered that his form dropped a little bit. Then when he's about to win another one, form rises, and after winning that, the form gets to drop. That's the inconsistency I'm looking at.
Yeah,
so when you have a player like that who can't just stay on tour and win up to like maybe 20 games in a row, it's difficult to see that player actually breaking it. He was part of the top 4, but he has dropped out of the top 4.
Don't worry.
It tells you that he's not consistent.
That's our hope. We want somebody to come up. Because we're all forgetting that Andy Murray waited for his time.
Exactly.
Remember when there's not how you talk about Andy Murray that
you would just guys, let's round off on tennis now. Let's round off on tennis now. Quick prediction. I know the Australian Open is still a long way from now. 16th, right? But I don't know. Who do you think is likely to win this one? Djokovic has won it 6 times. Obviously, that's his favorite surface.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you looking further than
I
Djokovic?
love his body language. I listen to him. I like his tone. He's showing so much respect to Andy Murray. But that guy is a winner. That guy is a champ. He will look back at 2016 and say,
story, is it going to get
everything we're saying about this guy is because I went to sleep. Novak Djokovic, yes, still my man.
Still my man for the Australian Open as well.
Are you going to ask me?
Yeah, of course I am.
Okay, the joke out, obviously.
Look at these guys putting out the money. Oh no, Novak Djokovic. Let's play some golf now, guys. Over the weekend, it's an action-packed all the sports. And then Justin Thomas got us talking.
Yep, we won the Tournament of Champions in Hawaii on Sunday. Well, I think it was a tournament that we were looking at Jason Day, remember?
We previewed it, Jason Day,
Dustin Johnson, who felt it wasn't under any pressure to actually win it anyway because he won the U.S. major. By the end of the day,
this 23-year-old from Kentucky, that absolutely stuns everyone.
What we're talking about.
Incredible performance from Justin Thomas to win the Tournament of Champions. in a while. Awesome victory for him, Cecilia.
Yeah, definitely awesome victory for him. But who finished second was Hideki Matsuyama.
That guy, that Japanese guy is being on fire. Wow. I mean, we talked about him towards the end of last season.
That's right.
As in, no one on tour has won as many, as many titles as him, coming into this tournament. So even makes Justin Thomas's achievements even greater for him to go on to defeat Matsuyama in a final.
You know what these Asian guys are doing? If we're not winning, let's give them something to talk about. Yep. And that's what we should learn from this part of the world. We don't need to play the big golf, compete amongst the best, but be at relevant competitions and let people get talking about you. Very, very important. Big ups to Justin Thomas, and I love it that he's young.
Yeah, young. One of those guys to watch out for on tour this year. Justin Thomas, watch out for him. Justin Thomas, that's the name. That's just right. 23 years old from Kentucky.
That's right. Justin Thomas, that's the name. But you know what? Watch out for this show. It's Sports This Morning on Channels Television. We don't just talk sports. We are part of the fun. I want you to be part of it this morning. You can talk to us. Our feedback mechanisms are still the same. Let's talk sports. Don't just watch. Come, let us play for the love of the game on Twitter. We're Channels_sports. We're getting loads of messages. Keep them coming. Nigerian football fans can't just get enough of John Mikel Obi dumping European football for China. We're still talking about that. Let's keep that conversation going. Twitter, Channels_sports. Facebook, Channels Express. To send us an email to sportsthismorning@channelstv.com. We're still reviewing sports in 2016. You know why we shouldn't stop reviewing sports in 2016? We should look at the flaws and try to correct them. Look at the strength and consolidate upon it. That's how we can make 2017 a memorable one. The Ministry for Youth and Sports, you know what they're doing? They said no more. We will not have a time when athletes will struggle to prepare for international competitions. They said that they will start preparations for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics second quarter of this month. Guy, that's it. Second quarter of this year, we have something to hold on to. We'll remind them when it comes to second quarter, I will not say anything. Sports This Morning on Channels TV. Let's take a break. I will come back. We'll talk some more. Don't go anywhere. Stay.